welcome back to the Dawn of the Zeds second edition playthrough. We're about to begin turn 29. Let's find out what's going to happen this time. Oh, great. It looks like we have another Super Zeds unit. Oh, look, cute puppies. Arrgh. Okay, well, let's start at the top as usual. Raider movement. We have raiders down here on the highway, and they are moving up to Ingberg, getting much closer now to our Strength 8 Zed unit there, which is good. Ranger movement. Once again, I'm just going to leave the Rangers... I'm going to leave the Rangers there. And refugees. One refugee can move this time. And we have a refugee right here, and they make it to the town center before being eaten. However, when they come into the town center, the infection level goes up by 1. We are right at 10, which is the maximum. Okay, and we go right now, of course, into the outbreak phase, and the outbreak happens on an 8+. And because we are at 10 on the infection level, we have an outbreak. Okay, and as we know with outbreaks, we have to go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the infection table. And now we have to draw a fate card and find out where the outbreak takes place. So we draw our fate card, and it's telling us the outbreak takes place in the tunnel track, but I don't really want it to happen there. And because I have Agent Wright in the town center, I get to decide where the outbreak is going to occur. And I believe I'm going to have the outbreak happen. I'm going to have the outbreak happen actually on the suburbs track. That's where I'm going to have it happen. And I pull out a Strength 5, which is not too bad. And it's the Chaos token closest to the town center, which would be this one. So I believe now we have a total of 9. We get a Zed horde appearing at Beauville. You can have 2 Zed units together, and they are there. So, but I'm not too concerned. I have the sheriff in the way. I do need to start getting some ammunition, though. So let us look at the rest of the fate card. It says Undead Loved One. Oh, what a lovely image there. Okay. It says play this card. Select one hero adjacent to a Zed's unit. Well, it just so happens we do not have any. We are 3 hero units here, and none of them are adjacent to Zed units. So basically, we don't have to do anything else with this card because that's just not going to happen. So that fate card goes away. And now back to our cute puppies card. And it says consume supplies in a 5+. We only have 1 full-strength civilian unit, so we're not even nearly close to that. Now we're into the Zed movement phase, and the first movement is up here in the mountains, which looks like this Strength 5 is now going to tangle with our damaged Green Diamond security guards. Now there's a double shift here for east side, so right now these zombies, our Zed units, are greater than, but they're going to shift 2 down on the table, actually to the less than. So let's hope we get a good roll here. Oh. Yes, that spells doom for the Green Diamond security guards, I believe. A 12 on the less than table. Well, not as horrible as I thought. They only take 2 hits. I thought that was going to wipe them out, but they must retreat back to the town center. So the first hit will flip them over, and they're now Strength 2, and the second hit puts the casualties back on them. However, we do now have a Zed unit sitting right 1 space away from losing the game, basically. Okay, that was the mountain track. And now our next movement looks like it's going to happen in the tunnels. So let's have a look in the tunnels. And the first unit in the tunnels is the Dread Zed, Strength 10, and he's in the catacomb space, so we must roll the dice. See what happens with him. That is a 6. So that means he's lost, which may be good. If we roll a 6 again, if we roll a 5, the space that he's on, I believe he disappears for good. And we rolled a 3, so he actually appears. He was lost in a catacomb. He comes out on the 3 space. So that's not good. Actually, I think if we roll a 6 again, or I can't remember the rule. We don't have to worry about it. He comes out in space 3. All right, that was the first movement in the tunnel track. The next one we have down in the tunnel is the leapers. And their ability is they just jump over the space in front of them and they leap right to the next space. So it just jumps right over to space number 6. And this is not looking, I thought things were going to look better than this, but they're looking pretty ugly right now with the Zeds moving up so far. And now we actually have 3 actions that we can do. Oh, and we have a special text as well, but it says at the end of the action phase, so we'll deal with that at the end. The first thing I'm going to do is have the sheriff tell the civilians to do some foraging. I really need a 6 here. Some ammunition. And they get nothing, as usual. Okay, that's not happening. So, these Green Diamond security guards are going to forage for some ammunition, perhaps. And they roll a 6. Finally, we get a smidgen of luck, which means our ammo is going to go up 2. So now we have 3 ammunition. So that was our first action. Now for our second action, what I want to do, I have 2 places I have to shoot at because I'm in trouble. These Green Diamond security guards are going to shoot at the Zeds right here. Now they get a 1 shift on the table. They're a strength 3, so they're going to be a strength 4 on the gunfire table. So let's hope we can get a nice hit. And that's a 5. That's not so good, but let's have a look. On the 4, if you roll a 5, it only does 1 damage to them. That's puts 1 casualty marker on the Zeds, but they're still there. They are still a nasty threat. However, I think I'm just going to leave them there. I wish I would have had 2 hits, but those Green Diamond security guards are not that strong. And for my third action, I am going to have Agent Wright is going to shoot these guys. Now she has an ability called Crack Shot. When issuing gunfire attacks only, this hero receives a +2 shift to the right. And because she's using the super weapon, she gets another shift. So she's going to shift 3 spaces. She has a strength 4, which means she's going to be on a 7+ on the table. So let's see what she can do. That's a 6 on the 7 table for gunfire. And that's actually going to do 3 damage to that Zed unit. So she is a master with the gun. So that just knocks these guys right over to their weak side and pushes them back 1 space. So now they are strength 3 and they're back 1. Now if there's a double move in the mountain space next turn, guess what? We lose the game. That was the end of my actions. Oh joy, and how we even get more excitement. We look at the end of this card. It says at the end of the action phase, place the Zeds unit as follows. Well, if Dr. Matus is under arrest, which he is, you put the Zeds in the start space of the tunnel track. So the Zeds are these lovely little guys, and they are going to start in the start track of the tunnel track. So here they go. And that, wow, not very good. I don't like the Zeds where they are. That's pretty bad news. Anyway, that was the end of turn 29. Oh, and I forgot one thing. I forgot to raise the infection level 1 when we had the hand-to-hand combat. I think that's correct. I might have to review this. I can't remember if the... yes, that should be correct. All right, that's the end of turn 29. Join me next time. Oh, I forgot the ammo. Boy, I'm just forgetting everything. It's going to be another 5 minutes, so just hang on. And we had to use 1 ammunition, of course. 2 ammunitions, 1 for shooting here and 1 for Agent Wright shooting. So we should have infection level 6, ammunition 1. Now that, I believe I've caught everything now. That should be the end of turn 29. Join me next time for turn 30.